least we can put an end to that. So what do you think can be done so that when we move towards Anambra election next year March, we don't have issues of vote buying by the very rich? We allow the people vote.
The first way to stop vote buying is to make the economy work. If the APC will continue to run a recession-prone economy, then of course the poor will want some quick fixes. So for me, that's why I said this is the same old military strategy. Make the hungry, and then when you dangle small fish, thousands and millions will want to get it at the same time. I'm happy he said at the beginning, very bad, the recession is there, but that the people should be calm to get well. Yes, I speak to you right now. The APC has not told Nigerians when they expect the economy to get well. As we talk, we don't have an economic team. We just have an economy run by lawyers.
Now, you have been blaming the government in power.
Yes.
What about the politicians who do not have conscience?
The politicians are off. Don't forget, it's the same political class. All you've seen is them. You moving red shirt and wearing blue shirt. It's the same gang that had been there for the past 16 years. And for me, I believe what we're having right now is after 12 years of democracy, we suddenly now are having people who are well-grown champions ask questions. And that's what I believe they should do. They should respect the butterflies that every politician comes from. Like in the PDP, if they could respect whoever they make their chairman, I don't think they will have this implosion that will bring this division that has caused them not to be able to present a united front. In Edo, they still don't have a united front. In Ondo, they don't have a united front. And that's why you see why some of the PDP members can actually just check in their duties, and then the APC can fill in the gap with the cash that they have.
No, with these problems, you are, as an APC, as a PDP member, you're saying now that you know that there's problem within the party.
Of course there is.
Is there an end to this problem?
Yes, there is.
And how?
Well, people learn through experiences. Now we've seen that infighting wouldn't help us. The court process would never solve our problem. If you look at ABGA as an example, as I speak to you, ABGA people still went to court 2 weeks ago. So litigation is the prerogative of the man with the cash in his pocket. Once we have peace, if we can just come together and forget about trying to wait for a court outcome. Now, get people together for the sake of the democracy. Allow us to have a convention, get a brand new chairman, and we'll start working with him. But if you say, I wait for court judgment so that I will win, the PDP has now seen what the results could be if they continue to fight for themselves.
Okay.
It's not for the ego of the big man involved, but for the sake of the democracy that needs a united opposition so that they could make the APC wake up. Right now, the economy is in shambles. Nobody's speaking up.
Okay.
Things are bad. Nobody talks. The headmen are killing people everywhere. Nobody in the PDP is even speaking up. Why? Every big man wants to protect his own private.
Okay, Dr. Kaj, I would like to take a short break here. We've been talking with Dr. Kachi Ononuju, Director General Heritage. And there I still have the gentlemen here, Dr. Kachi Ononuju and Honorable Ibrahim Bello, a lawyer, an APC member, who is saying that the party is not doing anything wrong, that we should wait for them. Now, Honorable, let's look at the crisis within the APC. You can't rule that out. You cannot say the APC is free of internal wrangling. You can say that because it's even obvious with the way some executives are battling with each other. A few weeks ago, we went for a press conference by one of your acting spokesperson of the party, and he brought up some things that we need to see. Now, how valuable is, would you say that the APC is going through now, especially with the things that we are noticing in the party?
No, we're not going through any tough time. You see, this is the first time in Nigerian political history where we have three political parties merged into one political party in 2015. So definitely we will have a lot of political heavyweights in a particular, clique or situation. There must be interest. There must be a lot of issues. So I'm here to say that this is the first experiment in Nigerian political history. So we thank God against all the odds are able to manage our kind of internal issues that cannot cause us to lose states like Osun State. Edo State and what have you. So that issue is political, it's a normal thing, and they're all politicians and we know how to solve our problems. If the issue, as you are talking about, is such kind of issue, so such a magnitude that can cause a problem, we don't want these two dynamic states.
But some persons are saying that there's this play of powers from the center, because you heard what Dr. Kachi said. He said something about the Edo election being postponed for 2 weeks, and they refuse to allow Ondo election, Ondo people to also have that same chance.
See, the word what you say is speculative and suspicious.
He said
it. He said it, but I disagree with him. I said he has the right to his own expression, his own perspective, and I have mine. I'm an APC man. He's a PDP man. So we have differences in that kind of aspect. But all I say is that against all the odds, we are victorious. So we can manage ourselves. We know we can't be a winning state, and we want to satisfy the electorate and for us to have a feet upstairs. So I believe in a very short time we'll work those with stakeholders and how we solve our problems.
What about what happened before the election, the primaries, that made Olushola Oki leave the APC to the AD?
All this is not beyond mediation. It's not beyond reconciliation. It's political. You understand that politics are a game of interest. Each one of these people now fighting each other just because of interest. And I bet and I'm telling the audience that in a very short period of time now, we know our problems, we know how to solve our problems. We're a political party. And there's a lot of confidence from President Muhammadu Buhari, and there's great expectation, and we believe he will deliver with good prayers and when people give us overwhelming support. So we don't want to go wanting cause a lot of political problems where people are giving us maximum support. So we have to go back to drawing board and solve our problem.
Dr. Kachi, the different internal wranglings within Nigerian political parties, especially the two heavy political parties, do you think it's healthy for our democracy? How?
It's very healthy. It's the same crisis you have in the PDP as you have in the APC. As I was trying to explain, after 12 years of democracy, we're now growing so much lions that you don't just push about. So, as you've seen, the crisis started in the PDP about sharing. As they now got into the APC, and about 5 groups came to form that bandwagon towards the presidency, they've not been able to unite themselves as a national party. The ACN brought the VP, the CPC brought the presidency, and they had Rochas brought his own faction of ABGA. People like Alimodu Sharif and Mr. Olude came with the AMPP, and of course you had the big power bloc, the new PDP. But when it got to sharing, the new PDP wasn't giving what they were promised. They were first promised vice presidency, they didn't see it. So when they now won the election, they came and told us PDP people that, look, we're making a novice. Where we went to, what we were promised is not what we said, okay, if you're willing to behave, we can help you, we hold here. We linked with them and we seized control of the National Assembly. And that's why you saw the crisis against Dr. Bukola Saraki, whom I'm very happy to tell you we today sit and smile to each other. So we will work towards bringing back our people back to the fold. Because if me and you go on and we kill some game in the bush and you come to share and you don't give me, it's all about sharing. I will tell you, the way you're a big man in Meduguri or Pandogari or Kagara or even Karen Moda or even in Arochukwu, Aba, Ibadan or Tupupa, is the same way I'm also a big man in Ilorin, in Shaligi. So the game is about sharing. And we must learn to respect each other. Country, because that's what the PDP did. After 16 years, we tried to build an enterprise that was accommodating of the aspirations of people of all. And suddenly now, you have an APC government that runs a federal budget that does not even contribute. Don't forget, only 10 states contribute to the federation account. When the APC runs their infrastructure budget, the states that contribute to the federation account up to 90% are not carried along in the infrastructure spending. And this is a problem. So if they could do that to those states that contribute 90% to our budget, also cheat their own individual partners. And that cheating is for the implosion in the APC.
What about the implosion in the PDP?
The implosion in the PDP is a different issue.
Do you think the PDP ground will remain?
Of course.
There's an election coming up.
Yes, the PDP is like Nigeria. Nigeria keep telling people it's like the vehicle I call Gunguru. No matter how Gunguru, the 911 is challenged on his journey from Meduguri to Aba, it still gets repaired, it still continues on his journey. The PDP people, from these two losses they've seen, is because they are not united. And you know, as I said earlier, a house divided falls. Now they have, for the need of them to sustain their survival within the political space, Nigeria has always been there. We've always been challenged, from the Civil War to the Abacha crisis, from the Abiola crisis to Maitasine, from the Sunni-Hindu to even the IPOB issue. Nigeria gets challenged and moves. So when the PDP, like Nigeria, gets challenged, it will always find the strength to rebuild itself. For me, I pray for President Buhari to succeed. Why? He's my president. If he succeeds, it adds to the advantage we all have. It's a win-win for all. But you don't succeed if you don't carry your partners along. And this is a problem. So if you don't carry them along, of course, that's why you're talking about the implosion. Honorable wants to deny it, but it exists. No big man in the APC can be pushed aside. No. All those are behemoths that must be respected as they come. Every big man ego, and those ego come with very well matured butterflies. If you don't respect those butterflies, you will have implosion in your boss.
Okay, now,
you can't get away with it.
Honorable Ibrahim Bello, how valuable is the APC ground after the Ondo election? Because you have said there's no crisis within the APC.
Yes, you see, all we know is that now, after the victory of Edo and this just concluded election, definitely we have to go back and now look at our own issues and put things forward. And I've said it before, that hope, there's a lot of expectation in this government, and definitely will disappoint Nigerians. I assure Nigerians things will be better. For human beings, for all of us, Nigeria is for APC, PDP, ABGA, and any other political party. So Nigeria is one, it's dynamic. So critics is not the solution to the problem. Prayers, and giving contributions, like Dr. What was saying. I'm happy with his praying for President Muhammadu Buhari succeed. It's true. If Buhari failed, he failed. If he succeeded too, because he's our president, whether we like it or not. But we should put high hopes, great expectations, because Nigeria is one. This particular president is 70 plus. It's not easy. You understand that? But I know our political party, even the number elections coming is going to be a talk about for us, eventually. Because we're not distracted, we're formidable, we put
the APC has a strategy to take control of the Southwest completely, but there's still a state, the Ekiti state. Do you think that the APC can break into Ekiti Aba?
As simple as that. It's very simple. We're not distracted. That's why we won every state. I don't support what happened some few days ago in Osun State. I'm not surprised that because of some of our heavyweights are not there, so we won election. And it's not true. And that decoy, we have our intrigues, and that's why we are not distracted. So even in Ekiti State, it's going to be a takeover. Why? Because we know it's the Ekiti State, we know the political atmosphere there, we know what to put in place. So we don't use money.
So you know the calculations.
Oh, we know our calculations. So you go to the places.
Dr. Kach, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, it's correct. If we continue the way we are, and APC continue to deploy this quasi-dictatorship, they will always ride themselves.
I disagree with that. Something like dictatorship. I disagree with it.
Why I say this?
Yes, I disagree with that.
In 16 years, we tried to build an inclusive enterprise. We tried to make it better. Jega tried to run elections. You understand? If suddenly now Jega leaves, and the new man was running inconclusive elections, they wouldn't run inconclusive elections if the PDP's hand had been successfully tied. Remember, after this, PDP was winning. So they found a strategy to undermine us.
You said when we started this program that you're not blaming the APC for the crisis.
No, I don't.
But you're saying
I don't blame the APC for the crisis within. I blame the PDP leaders for their inability to solve the crisis of it. Now, that's what I say, because it's impunity that brought that imposition and inability to manage it. So I blame, like yesterday I was talking to one of my seniors and I said, Oga, you don't blame me for this PDP thing. I did not bring the new chairman.
Okay.
I didn't start fight with him. You know, it's like you go to a nightclub and you go home with a fine woman. The way you discharge her in the morning could either tell your neighbors a lady came, or you can peacefully arrange it and there'll be no crisis.
Dr. Kach,
this is the problem of the PDP.
Dr. Kach, we need to run out of the studio. We've been talking with Honorable Barrister Ibrahim Bello, a former member of the House of Representatives, a politician, and also a lawyer. And we also spoke with Dr. Kachi Ononuju. Ononuju is the Director General Heritage Center in Abuja. I want to say thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of the program.
Thank you for having me.
And that's the much we can take on the program Matters Arising. Until we return tomorrow, I am Ijoma Osamu. Thanks for staying with us.